So I wasn't able to film my Thinking Out Loud Thursday yesterday because it was so windy that every time I pulled over, it just didn't work. So I stayed with another Sisters on the Fly member last night, and it was wonderful. We had a great time. So I'll be doing that interview in another video. But I want to back up a day, and I want to tell you what my thoughts were yesterday for Thinking Out Loud Thursday. This is episode 5. So I wanted to talk about what I discovered about my traveling style and the need for me to find some kind of balance between my preferences and my priorities. As some of you know, I got myself into a little bit of a jam earlier this week, running out of power. First of all, I stayed at the hot springs all day long. There was no way that I could put my solar panels up. I was in the parking lot, and I wasn't about to miss out on that to babysit solar panels in the sun, in the city. That just was not going to work for me. I wasn't driving long enough the day before to really charge it enough. I had also used several different appliances, so I've either have to change my ways or change my setup. I don't think I'm going to be doing a lot more camping at a campground on this trip, at least not right now. Campgrounds are full. I'm not quite ready to do boondocking yet, although after the drive I took today, I may rethink that. I just am not experienced enough to find those locations yet. So I've got some research to do, and it's a little difficult to do all that research when you're on the road. I have very limited internet. Basically, I need to be at someone's home, but then I don't want to take time away from my visit, or I have to sit in front of a McDonald's or a Starbucks. So my plan is, instead of making eggs in the morning on my hot plate, I'm going to make cereal with powdered milk that I can mix with water. That'll work just fine. There's a lot of Waffle Houses that I pass. I had dinner at one the other night. Loved it. Although, for some reason, I had it in my mind that it was going to be waffles and chicken. But no, they don't have the chicken. I have to find out where they have waffles and chicken, because that's something that I've been craving for a little bit. And I won't buy cottage cheese and yogurt and things like that. Well, I'm not going to say that I'm not going to buy them. I think I'm going to buy them because I do like that for breakfast sometimes. But I'll stop at a store and I'll buy it fresh. After all, I am mostly traveling from town to town. Lots of options for cutting down on the amount of power that I'm using, and really the amount of power that I think I really need. So my lifestyle is different than someone who is boondocking that can leave their solar panels out in the sun, or someone that is on a camping trip. So I like that I have that option because I want to be doing some of those things. I need to find a balance between my preferences and my priorities. And it has to match my style of traveling. I think the only other option that I would have would be to install solar panels on my roof. I'm not going to go there right now. I really want to keep this van for at least a year because I may make a change. I don't know. This is all too new for me. I love this van. I think it's perfect for me. I love the versatility. I love the fact that I can turn it into a passenger van anytime. And I like the setup. I love my screens. I love the fact that I can blend in anywhere. So right now, my preference is to keep it simple. I want my van to take me places, and then I want to go exploring. I don't want to worry about how much power I have. I don't want my van to end up being a trap. I don't want to have to babysit anything within my van. All I want to do is fill it up with gas and go. My priority is to free my mind and to awaken the passion inside me to live more fearlessly, to just go for it, to put myself out there and see what happens, and to find purpose in what I'm doing. I love doing these videos for you. It's so much fun. When I check in with you, it's like I'm checking in with myself. What's going on? How am I doing? You know, this is all just about discovering how to do this. This is a whole new experience for me. For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome. I hope you get some value out of it. My goal is to inspire those of you that have that wandering spirit to just give it a try. Give yourself a chance. That's what I'm doing. I'm giving myself a chance to see myself and the places that I go in a new light. To wake up with the sunrise in the morning, to go to bed under the stars at night. And yes, when I venture out into the country, there's stars at night, lots and lots of stars. And the way that I have my setup, I have a perfect view. If you haven't seen my setup yet, I have some videos about that, a couple of them actually. Because I make some changes along the way too. And this video is about another change I've made. A change to simplify a little bit more than I have. And if this inspires you to not get all the gadgets and just have a means to charge your phone, because that's the most important thing. So those of you that have hesitated and are still planning and planning, just go for it. Stop wasting time. Because if not now, when? When will you really be ready? I thought I was pretty ready. Maybe I was too ready. Too ready to think that I could duplicate my life at home on the road. Oh, I'm sure it's possible. But just like there's responsibilities for maintaining that at home, paying your electric bill, you know, things like that, there will be responsibilities on the road if you choose to have that type of lifestyle with all the gadgets that you're used to. I don't think I need them as much anymore. If I want pancakes and eggs, I'm gonna go to IHOP. If I want steak and potatoes, I'm gonna go to a restaurant. If I want a hamburger for lunch, there's lots of fast food places I can go. I want to eat healthy, and there's lots of grocery stores. There's lots of farmers markets. And it's starting to get pretty windy. I remember this when I was driving through with my husband several years ago. We had gone through Kansas. I think it was in the month of August when all the sunflowers were blooming. Just fields and fields of sunflowers. I loved it. And oh my gosh, this area that I'm in right now, my husband would love it. He's such a fan of Heartland. And I know Heartland is based up in Canada, but this area reminds me of that so much. So we'll talk soon. Have a great rest of your day. And I hope to see you on the road soon. Bye for now.